to the semis and play on Championship Sunday. Moist going to be trying to make it there as well and create chaos in the brackets and the season point standings, folks. Let's get into it. It's Moist versus GenG Mobile One Racing.
GenG still working towards the major. They have another threat standing in their way. Moist have not had a ton of success this split, James. They have a chance to pull off the upset here.
And it's going to be an upset if they do. GenG has won all the previous 3 matchups in this season. Moist only picking up 1 game out of the 10 that they've played. So this is going to be a big effort required from Moist to take down this other team in North America. And I think a lot of people have been talking about North America being a 2-team region pretty much since the get-go, Jorby, and those 2 teams have been GenG and G2. So big test ahead of Moist.
You know, and Space Station trying to insert themselves into that conversation. But the rest of North America definitely have had their struggles against this team and G2. But Moist last split, and still a lot of fans with some hope for North America. One of those 2 teams, them and the Snowmen, kind of represent the next players up in North America on these teams.
That was a good look,
they've not had a great split, unable to make the top 8 until this event. And so, while it's been a rocky journey on Moist development as a team, after
I'm being honest, I don't know what to really say right now because I am worried
really make
for
a deep
Moist.
run, and of course, you run into the quarterfinal killers. GenG right now struggling to get out of defense.
I believe they can win, but at the same time...
That one off the bar, off the post, off the bar again. Where'll this one go?
Oh!
Obviously.
Where else is it supposed to go?
It finally walked into the net by apparently Jack.
Jesus.
It was just a matter of time.
Wow, good position from 5 up. Just let him shoot it. If it comes down, you won't own goal. Unfortunately, third band got deleted from Moist. So no follow-up was coming on defense. Too much pressure there from GenG to start.
And I like the hesitation from apparently Jack. Easy to let that one get into your head, but apparently Jack delays his flip into that shot, recognized the 1v1 situation. Apparently Jack, world class in those moments. And GenG, I mean, if they didn't score there, that would have been pretty tough.
That would have maybe shaken you a little bit. Chronic pitching the ball downfield. Heavy touch from Eris. Forces him to get back up to it and bumped. I think it all starts with that first touch in the corner. Ball security weak on that first touch from Eris. The rest snowballs.
And look at the work Chronic did. Not only does he get that really crazy touch out to the middle, but immediately goes into bump mode and lands the bump, making things 10 times easier for apparently Jack. Such a smart play from Chronic to flip that switch, recognizing that he could take advantage of his position. And this is looking like a solid start on 3rd goal here for GenG. We're not even 2 minutes in. This is already a runaway game for GenG.
You know, James, we just got done casting a massacre at the start of the day. Are we really in tune for another one?
And it has the makings of it, Jorby. It has the makings of it early.
Although, you know, it was Atomic in that game 1 who scored 4 goals. Everyone already gets involved on GenG. Chronic doesn't have a goal, but he does have that assist plus the demo.
Good bumps.
Okay, there's a little life.
Okay.
And to get it off kickoff is huge.
The bump from Andy was great. Perfect play from 5 up.
His decision to go for a 50.
Good bump. Good job taking out apparently Jack, and then Eris with the shot. Couldn't have also meant much more from that.
Park his car right there. Now chances are he'll get a rebound for a teammate. And that's precisely what happened. Eris launching that one in. So despite the slow start, Moist are back into this game.
Almost back out of it. Andy was floating in the air without any boosts. The ball hit right back into him. Moist get to retain a 2-goal deficit. But GenG have control of the ball. First killer, 2 touches. Andy uncomfortable, but Chronic was the same side. Appjack gets back and cross it. Moist are getting back to the 50s, as precarious as it might look. First killer keeps the touch tight. Nobody from Moist can go. Everyone has to wait. And he gets the bump as well. Chronic needed it for space. GenG break.
Yeah, just watching first killer and I was thinking that's a good...
Get the double, no.
Oh,
that one was a fast ball, a little too much for him to handle. Counterattack shut down, but Moist always seemed to do a good job of scoping out those infield pass opportunities, but executing is another matter.
Nice.
Especially when GenG are flying at you from the left. First killer this time.
Uh-oh. Oh no, that's fine, that's fine. Eris doesn't have any boost, but he can put pressure on.
Now Moist are in position, and that touch was not what Moist needed. 5 up, wanted to buy time. GenG didn't give them anything too dangerous on the counter. Jack, take the ball out. 5 up on there quickly, and he doesn't get any of the ball, and he has to make the save. 5 up gets
it's promising. It is actually promising. You know what?
5 up gave the ball.
Those first 3 goals were not great from GenG, but they had a lot to do with Moist errors. But now they've kind of stopped those errors, and now Moist scored, and the series is very even.
They get this ball out, but it's all the way back.
So,
into the corner.
if they can keep this up, they might not win game 1, but they'll have a nice shot at game 2. As long as they don't start making mistakes again and GenG doesn't go to a different gear.
But it seemed like an opportunity with all of GenG back to actually play that to the side where 5 up was sitting. And you might have been able to retain possession. They break out though. It's just actually getting this ball away from First Killer and company. And it's proving difficult here with 45 left.
Oh, but this could be a chance, but apparently Jack, with 0 boost, able to speed flip to that ball and just get his nose on it.
Ooh, 5 up, off the wall.
Close. It's a good look again.
Get his car around it. GenG will get away with another one. A no boost Jack. Makes an easily savable ball for 5 up. Andy.
It would be nice if they're able to get 1 more goal before the end of the series, before the end of the game. But
for Moist, no matter what they're trying to do.
It's alright.
Eris no boost on the 50. First Killer back pass to Chronic. Just game
they just can't get scored on.
Moist might stop them, but it doesn't matter. They could never really get started here in game 1.
And that slow start cost Moist everything. At the beginning, you were wondering if we'd see another massacre, but Moist, to their credit, were able to lock back in, and they too survived.
Okay.
You know, with a little bit of face saved, getting 1 on the board late, and they had some opportunities. At the
it was alright. It was alright in the end.
The field. I think it was a 5 up and 5, but now the game record is 10-1 in favor of GenG. GenG has had Moist's number this year, so Moist are really going to have to make some adjustments to try to figure out something that works against this GenG team.
First Killer will grab the ball immediately off the kickoff. Eris with a full tank. Some heavy touches from Moist that GenG have punished on defense. And if you want to point at one thing specifically, I think ball security on defense, if Moist are a little better with it, they might be able to keep this at a 0-0 mark. Then you start questioning whether they can do anything about GenG's defense. Right now, they're the ones playing a lot of defense, avoiding First Killer bump attempts, and having a stretch. But Eris will get a stretcher, forces Chronic up, and he's done.
Is someone there?
Oh, denied.
Close.
Apparently, Jack gets deleted for his effort.
That was a great look from Eris.
Ball over to Eris.
5 up was there, but he just couldn't
decides to go towards net. Did have some support in the midfield. A little surprising not to see him try to utilize a teammate there.
Good bomb.
Good demo from behind, however, for Eris.
Second time that happened too.
Early shot opportunity though for GenG.
Right.
Fortunately for Moist, Eris able to shut that down.
Chronic
well, it's confirmed who's making it insane.
Eris has to use a lot of boost. First Killer came from
Fury
the top
and
of the
Engines and Pajamas are making it.
Tenuous hold on the midfield. Jack has to stay with it, and he'll get the pinch he was hoping for.
Shaka.
Buying GenG some time.
Andy.
Nah, they ain't getting that.
Trying to push it forward. There's a demo from behind. The demos and the bumps have been helping GenG out quite a bit. There's a double commit. First Killer and Jack, neither one of them hit it, but Chronic is here to help out. He had plenty of boost, and now we'll try to hand this off to First Killer, who hits it off the post.
Oh my god.
Gets back to it in time.
First Killer was very
How the
upset
hell
that
did they
first
get that
ball
second
did not go in.
touch?
He really wanted to make sure he got another try at it. Chronic holds the ball against Eris. A better opening 2 minutes from Moist, James.
Nice days up in the series against Fury.
That's about it. They're still playing a lot of defense. They get a couple of these clears, namely from Eris in that first man position. Here's a shot, easily denied.
And I think won against them before, so there's a chance.
Chronic. He had landed that bump in the very first game that led to a goal. And we saw First Killer hunting for these demos from behind. Now we see a pass over. First Killer back to Jack. Jack in reverse, very awkward situation, still gets it up over net. And it's cleared out, but
Moist are in trouble.
Those demos from
Getting
behind.
stuck on defense like that is not what they need against GenG.
the thing.
Oh, the demo.
The last one.
But Eris is on fire right now.
And right now they're not. Here's the dunk. Here's the goal.
That was so...
Scored on. It's 1-0.
And this depth
it's okay.
is really making a big difference.
I want to say something really bad.
Panic Andy low boost situations trying to cut.
But I will say though, you should not have done that. Should have played it to the, not the corner, but to the sideboard. Maybe even do it to the back one day, because no one had boost. Eris was the only one with boost, and he was just past the ball.
Back to Eris. The shot, Jack was already in stride. 5 up and Andy. Andy will actually call 5 up off. But there's nowhere to go. He's stuck onto the ground. Chronic now, full tank of boosts. First killer, the go-ahead man downfield. Almost didn't need him. High ball, Jack will wait for Eris. And the clear goes right back to him. Not the best touch there for Jack, but GenG managing just fine in the midfield. First killer getting a bump, and every time Moist try to establish a rhythm. There's GenG throwing a wrench into the whole gear.
Very physical this series. Landed bumps, landed demos. GenG have such a well-rounded game, and we're seeing it here.
Eris playing first killer's touch. And again, the shot quality is not there. You think about the earlier try from Andy in game, I don't even think it was game 1. I think it was at the start of this game, where he just puts it down to the left side of Chronic. The shot quality, not great. These touches going into the dirt and away from Moist cars whenever they get back to it. Now Chronic has a one-on-one the other way. Backboard double tap off the bar. Almost found it, and Moist lucky it's not 2-0.
That was a tight angle to make work.
Come on, Andy. Eris.
Lovely pass, but a side flip from Eris. You saw the back flip from 5, but not side flip from Eris. Slight mechanical mistakes costing Moist some opportunities.
Eris on the back wall. Has to contend against first killer, and he knew it. He tried to hold it, but then the ball skips away from him just a little bit. It gets by him. 5 up makes a good 50. Back to Eris in the midfield. The layers have not been peeled away on from GenG. First killer. Air dribble reset to Jack. Almost found 5 up on the play. 5 up does pick up the save, narrowly avoiding disaster.
Jack pretending like he was going to go for a shot, and then at the last second switches it up, trying to go.
You know it's bad when after the last time that we had a good chance to win anything, we barely squeaked by either. Okay. That's something at least. Good shot. But yeah, I was gonna say, it's pretty bad knowing the fact that we went from being a favourite to win majors and worlds to now barely qualifying and not qualifying.
That would be big, like we said before.
Not nice, but hey, you know what? In the end, every team has that.
I'd be able to double up right here.
Unless you're BDS.
Oh, God, you jumping down! Oh, he couldn't recover in time! Moist!
Nice job. What a steal of a game.
And they double up. Eris
go on.
Difference maker. That was the last quality opportunity GenG had on Moist net for the rest of the game. And Moist made a question of it.
And it really felt, even though it was a 1-goal game, that it was GenG dictating most of the tempo of that game. So, huge result there for Moist. Got some success. Can they keep that going?
You know GenG are going to bring you the same type of heat every time. It's not a matter of can you withstand it once or twice. Can you do it consistently? Because GenG are going to keep coming at you consistently. Eris trying to double up with 5 up. High touch for apparently Jack, but he can't get back to it.
Ooh.
5 up, 2 demos back to Eris.
Go on. Go on. Good demos. Well played.
And then nice cheeky pass over to Eris sitting at the top.
That's just a goal secure. You got to be ready for it.
Love that.
God damn.
Now for Moist, okay. How did GenG adjust?
Oh my God.
Kick off twice. They still might, as 5 up has a ripper, and he's looking for Eris, or was he? The timing certainly looked like he was going for Eris.
And Eris has had no boost. So I think it was a situation where the back pass was a good idea, but with 0 boost, Eris not going to be able to do much. Well, first killer do flip reset, pushing towards the net.
Gotta be careful of FK, man.
The line. So many demos from 5 up. 5 up getting the hall pass to get as many demos as possible, but he's read like a book
Yeah,
this time again
I mean,
by Chronic.
that was awkward.
Read Andy last
Chronic
game,
finished
this
us in
time
such a good spot.
predicting the touch from 5-up.
There's only
That's
one
just a good
explosion
play
that truly matters,
from
James,
Chronic.
and it's the one that comes out of the goal. So 5-up can pick up the exterminator all he wants. You know, but the scoreboard only tracks one type of explosion. And Chronic moving it downfield off the kickoff. Now Moist, they're gonna make, or GenG making it a rubber match. You gotta be able to go tit for tat with them. Andy slapping through Chronic, who will recover quickly, and First Killer grabs his corner boost, gets deleted on that touch. Eris, weak touch. Look at the time, GenG needed it. Chronic needed that boost. Eris also getting that demo. Andy flying across, he's missed the ball. One touch off the wall.
Holy shit, okay.
Playing in the middle, and
That
Jack is just hoping to buy time.
is very
Seen a
questionable
lot of
to
demos
see.
come out from Moist. That last demo on First Killer when he had full boost.
But Eris is
First Killer
looking
taking
nice
that airborne would have been
today.
disastrous for Moist, but Moist getting so aggressive, so physical. And it
He is
has
definitely
caught
by
GenG
far
off
the
for a
striker
bit.
of this team right now.
Pass up. Apparently Jack not able to get there in time, but there's the response demo from Chronic.
5-up playing it close. Eris, he got demoed. Well, he's last back. Everyone rotates into form for Moist. 5-up bumping Eris, says, I have the boost. Give me the ball. He's got the reset. And Chronic forced to make the save. First Killer falls back down onto the ball. That did give it back to Andy. He had a good follow-up. Still the pass. Love the gumption from Moist. Even when there's traffic in the area. Still trying to play that lateral pass, even if GenG are there. Betting on their team rather than being scared of GenG.
They're sticking to their game plan. You can tell. Pass across, going to be way too far away. Apparently Jack gonna boom it, but it's boomed right back. Andy saw Eris upfield, who now gets demoed. So many demos in this series.
I think it's starting to feel a little chippiness, not just on the field. Yeah, a little personal. Honestly, after 5-up gets like 3 demos in a row, I'm starting to spam okay. Let's be honest. That ball gets
It can be tilting. I mean, it really can be. Especially if, you know, a double demo like that leads to a goal.
Oh.
It's even worse when a demo...
Oh wait, that's not... I thought it was the grand finals, it's the quarterfinals.
First Killer.
Also, if Fury will win, there's a chance NIP could be overtaken. There's no way Fury's not making the major.
A little far away.
But NIP might not.
This has been a slog for both of these teams to get through. Now's a chance, but that's broken up by 5-up, who's had a great game.
Yeah, great cutoff there on the rotation. High ball. Apparently Jack gets a free read. That's been rare for GenG in this game, but the shot's not on target. Start feeling like GenG need that shooting to be better. Chronic coming across, trying to find his team. Jack plays it high. Eris still shakes him off the ball. Andy, though, loses it. 5-up has to dive for it. And he does, but it cost him all of his boost.
The ball went perfectly
Minute
back
left,
to 5-up.
tied game.
Good block from Andy. Tries to get another
Competitive.
one. First Killer's
It is
out of boost and
competitive.
puts it right into the middle. Fortunately for him,
No matter how long
Chronic was
until
there to
one
get
of them
that 50,
cracks.
but now GenG need to get some boost. That corner spawns, and apparently Jack was able to get it, but First Killer still running on fumes.
Andy, you have to,
Some
yes.
boost battles happening.
Good job, Andy.
Ball deep in the third. Eris was protecting his own corner. GenG are still rotating deep into Moist territory to try to disrupt that rhythm. However, the drum line is still holding the BPM. Eris popped it up high. Nobody can go from Moist. Chronic still on the ball.
Chronic gets a wonderful 50. Apparently Jack's going to try to get back to this for a pinch up to the middle.
Oh my
It's
god.
a rebound opportunity.
That touch was
Chronic has
not
to be careful.
what
Last
they were
man
looking
back,
for.
trying to play it slow. Actually
Leave it.
helps a pinch up.
Dang, 5-up!
That's disastrous for Chronic.
Oh my
and
god.
GenG.
Yeah, but this 50's kind of nasty. He gets right around Chronic. Chronic
Good
turns
shit
into
from
challenge,
Eris,
but
and
Eris
nice
already
finish from
has
5-up.
it beat with momentum. So he just rolls his car into the side of the ball, into Chronic to force the pinch. And credit to the team for being ready for it. Eris setting up that 50. Nobody from GenG was ready for it to rip like that. And Moist in position to take the game. 5-up, big shot denied by Chronic. Not where GenG
Good
will
look.
be. Eris with the reset into the corner. Time expiring. First Killer getting downfield could be the last chance of the game. First Killer misses and it doesn't matter. Oh, sometimes the best touch is just belief in
Okay, we got OT.
Sometimes the best touch is no touch. Why? I mean, First Killer gotta believe. Everybody thinking he was gonna get that
Oh, that was
best
too
down.
lag.
And that was
touches, man.
Goals? This series, what are we seeing?
That's it anyway. What the fuck?
Again, it's 5-up.
That was a great kickoff.
It's easy. Jack still needed time. First killer tried to recover, but he's too slow.
That was so stupid.
Stepping up. I mean, for me, 5-up, he was the clear reason why Moist was able to get that done.
I say 5-up on Aris. Andy's been real slow this game, like this series for me.
Rebellion and Luminosity.
And the other two.
Quite a scrappy game, but Moist. It's probably the second series of the day where everybody across the board thinking GenG, but Moist has something different to bring to the table.
Okay, that was a great pass from Andy. And then Aris just delayed it.
Throws a little hezzy in there like he's fur.
That's great. That was great.
And even before that,
Ooh, they're making me want to get up and dance.
I mean, and now off kickoff, that one's going to be testing.
I mean, I'm surprised the first killer just dove into that too, because like he knows Andy's
I've been waiting so long for something like this to reappear.
Slowing down a little bit.
Since the World Championship, there hasn't really been anything for Moist.
Those challenges aggressively, but not
Bang.
really getting any quality. And Aaron's cannonballs and GenG.
And another fifth.
Great. See, look, now Andy's doing his passes and Aris is just scoring. See, this is good.
Yeah.
This is great.
A team full of vintage fireburners. Or shot set, depending
Wait,
on,
if, say, for example, Moist were to somehow magically win the major,
don't want to start letting your foot off the gas
would
now.
they have a chance of making
Might
it
be down
the
right now.
Worlds?
You might have the advantage right
If
now.
certain teams
We watched this
lost
team turn it around mid-series
that
plenty
major,
of
or
times.
didn't make
They
it,
can adapt and completely take the series away. Moist
Because
have
OG
to keep that pedal on the floor.
OG don't make the major and they lose in the next series. They're in fourth. And the only other team that could challenge them then would be Rebellion.
Maybe you'd see some sort of adjustment, but we've seen more success from Moist. But as I say it, the pass
Yeah, I think that's right. But I don't know if they can get enough points by winning the whole major. That's the
first killer. He saw 5-up was already in the air, had him dead to rights.
Yeah, that was much better from GenG, but it was one of the
Oh,
few
good
moments
though.
Moist actually let go of the midfield. Their 5-up had to rotate back, get boost. First man was still going back as well. And then your follow-up guy only had like 12 boost on nets. One of those moments where Moist actually gets caught out.
Oh my
First killer
god.
still has to hit it backside of 5-up. Andy tries the short touch. He gets over first killer. Chronic comes to meet him, but by that time, well, the 50 works out. Eris got demoed. That gives GenG a little bit of space to get back downfield. Here they are in front. No shot. Chronic gets a nice catch, though. Sends that.
That was scary for a second there. Holding my breath.
Have to set up again on defense, but a quick read, and Jack knows it too. He ain't going up yet.
Finds Chronic over on the wall. Flip reset from Chronic. Goes for a bump. Makes one player miss. The ball cleared all the way back to apparently Jack, who's going to be hunted down. Eris doesn't get the bump, but he grabs the boost. The shot will be high, but GenG, they've been quite vulnerable. And Moist, this is looking like a different Moist compared to the previous matchups we've seen. And that was, wait, what?
I think 5-up was very confused on how this play was developing. He goes back wide of this rotation to get boost. He sees Eris get the demo. He thinks Eris is slapping that ball. And Eris misses, and then Jack pops out of the woodwork.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine.
Just thinking, oh, I'm just gonna bump him off. I'll bump him off the ball, but apparently Jack was flying supersonic and also caught him on the T-bone. So that was a mistake from Eris. Eris probably could have prevented that goal.
Now what felt like what was starting to turn into a dominant hold on the pitch gets flipped on its head immediately.
Nah, it's not flipped yet. It's not flipped yet. When they have a lead, you can say it's flipped.
Speedy Jack will put GenG right back in a position to control the game, but the 50s are still a question mark. Here's Eris just beating two players in the air. Andy tries a short hop. 5-up, go for the mid-air bump. He ain't gonna hit Jack again. And the demo and the goal.
That was kind of an almost all-in play. Considering Aris shouldn't have pushed up like that, though. That was bad by Aris.
Moist is committing now, trying to land these bumps. And it's not working out right now. GenG catches what's going on. They see it coming, and they're starting to work around it.
What do Moist do now? As it's completely flipped with 3 unanswered. Trying to get back to controlling that ball. Eris doing as much as he can on 0 boost. Just have to maintain momentum. You can keep that ball near you, you can do a lot of damage, even on no boost. But it does get flung back, excuse me, to the other side.
Eris racing for that corner boost, but loses the race. Will now have to rotate out on 0. Andy also caught way up in the air. A lot of boost being taken away. 5 up, also low boost, but still got a piece of it. Moist doing well to keep that ball in, but finally we see GenG get some possession.
Good look for this roster coming into next year.
Behind the ball.
This is how they're going to continue to play.
No, he lets it drop, and Jack was playing a little off.
Being competitive against the top dogs now. Took them a while, but they finally figured it out. As long as the roster doesn't disband in any way, no one leaves for another roster. It won't be the worst thing.
Still keeping that pressure up against GenG, and that air is double. Deceptive. Still saved. First killer, air dribble, no dunk.
Like every single time they've lost, it's still been close, so at least so far. Like if they lose this game, first one was a 1-goal, no, it was a 2-goal game, but it was very competitive. It was almost a 1-goal game on multiple occasions. They weren't able to finish it. Eris! That was a great pass from Andy as well. Bro, it's Andy and Eris this game. They're just there. 5up's trying to still do his demos and do his part, and he's putting on pressure, but Andy and Eris, like, they're past the shot. Bang. It's crazy. Oh. Eris put that bumper on the Chronic. That could have relieved so much pressure for him.
And there you go, tie game, but don't let that go in, Eris. Will safely carry it back out to the corner.
Deadly game.
And back to GenG's half. Chronic
OT.
does not want any kind of nonsense at 0 seconds again.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen 2 0-second goals.
Come on.
On overtime. GenG lost very quickly in overtime, and this kickoff also not going their way. 5up though lost control of that ball. It was a perfect back right to him. Wasn't able to wrangle it. So GenG survived the first part of the kickoff. Moist, when they come charging back, they had such a good start to the game.
Bro, I'm locked into the series right now. More locked in than I've been into any series ever. So different when you got your own team doing good.
Got this ball all around, and now Eris gets the late flip. Eris!
Eris, you're fucking awesome!
The star player for Moist.
Bro, when you were trying on an NRG, I was watching you and I was like, this kid has potential, but holy shit, if I was to say... Oh. Wait, is there a chance? No, there's no chance to say that. You know what? Ignore what I just... They have to win. They have to win the regional. It is a bit of a shame they have to win the regional, and the other team they got 3rd and 1st, potentially reverse. It's like no other way. Although being able to beat GenG is a good look for them. And they went to game 7 against not game 7. They went to game 5 in Swiss against G2 in round 2. Oh.
That is shakiness from GenG. A big mistake, the miscommunication, the double commit. The ball.
I'm furious starting to run away with that series as well.
Holds on to the ball, but it bounces slightly away from him, and 5up is there to punish him.
Does that mean Complexity has a chance to overtake if they're still in there? I'm assuming they're still in there. After the series, I'll have a look.
GenG haven't been as physical either, even in that comeback.
Oh.
They got those counterattacks. I'm looking at first killer James. He's been on the first push a lot. He has scored a couple of goals. But when it comes to the challenge game, which has been the biggest factor for Moist, First Killer has not looked great, and like that's not great for GenG. I mean, First Killer's challenge game has to be a little better.
Oh.
A clean touch, the post bounce in his favor.
That's a good
chipped.
bump.
And so even when you're winning, you're losing for GenG, trying to get out. Chronic can't even rotate back. He keeps getting sandwiched between Moist cars.
Their infield pass attempt, First Killer not able to get there, has to peel off the ball. There's another demo from 5UP. We know he's pretty good at landing
5UP loves his demos.
And Moist has been clutch today, and that's a wonderful 50 shot for 5UP. Saved rebound up to Aris.
It's just in.
But it's
It was just in.
enough. The defense out of position and a 2-goal lead and more goals for Aris.
You know, 5UP.
Oh my god. I don't want to be too loud for my mom and brother who are trying to sleep right now, but holy shit, this is getting intense.
Every 5UP
Intense?
shot is just a
It's getting...
to an Aris goal. Moist.
Yeah, it's getting intense.
I mean, we're talking beforehand. We're like, oh, this might be another G2 Dignitas. Like you were saying.
With how it
So
started.
we'll run with that.
Game one. With how it started.
A minute in.
It's getting very difficult to...
Moist have found a different gear to go to.
They're in a good spot right now.
Put in the work, and they're about to reap the rewards as we approach the halfway point of the game.
It's been a long year for Moist as an org
Do they
in
have
Rocket
what
League.
it takes to fight back?
And they might not get
has to feel great
the results that they were hoping for by the end of the year, but they've given it the best crack that they could. Transferring a whole region and coming in and then doing this kind of stuff. Not bad. I mean, I know it's all up to the players who have already been competing in the region, but like,
to GenG in quarterfinals, I mean,
it's what it is, you know?
That's gotta feel great if you're Moist. You have 2 in hand right now. And you would take GenG down in 5. Literally no one has that in their bracket other than Charlie himself, maybe.
It's such a good play from Andy there as well to dodge the bump attempt and get the save off to the side. Moist, they're about to do it. 2 minutes left. GenG still scoreless.
Aris flips it out away from GenG on the challenge. Looking for 5UP. Chronic cuts it off nicely. First Killer follow. Back to Chronic, but guess what? Moist are there. They're in the lanes. They see GenG's rotation, and they're not scared. In fact, they know that they're gonna beat them as they come across. But GenG get another chance. Appjack going downfield. No demos. He will force 5UP to be slow, but it doesn't matter when Andy slows the game down upfield.
Time taking away all this. Could be an open net. Can Chronic get enough power on it? Yes, he can. 5UP was retreating back, but Chronic had him beat, knew that all he had to do was place it on target. And GenG are within striking distance with plenty of time left on the clock. It was looking pretty dire, but things starting to look up for GenG.
You win so many of those midfield touches, you think, I'm invincible, there's no way I get beat on this play. But all it takes is one little mistake, and GenG come right back. Here's a couple of shots. Chronic sends it across. First Killer jumps early. 5UP is right there to meet him.
Nice feed, 5UP.
Appjack though takes a lead.
Aris up on the wall.
By Aris with no boost. He gets it stolen from him. First Killer
Oh, good block from Andy.
He stays on the ball. Chronic is denied. Jack through the gap. Denied. It's not in. Moist are holding them down.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Oh, the hell am I doing that?
Killer did so good. He even got his foot back into the 50, and I was thinking,
my god, what is going on? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Aris is there. Oh my fucking god.
Starting to get to the panic time for GenG.
Chronic looking for First Killer. He's got Appjack. Appjack, big shot, save. 5UP saw him the whole way. First Killer, another high pop, but a heavy touch, and it's given up to Moist. 20 seconds left to hold. Appjack tries again. Appjack underneath. He ain't giving up that easy.
GenG, they're not out of it yet.
Tough.
Chronic, a fortunate bounce, really. Hit the 50 with Aris.
Yeah, that's just a lucky goal.
Out to apparently Jack. 50-50s were so.
No one can look at that and say it was pure skill there. While it wasn't complete luck, it was also a lot to do with just luck. More luck than skill.
Jack.
Last chance opportunity here for GenG. The low shot rebound.
Oh, First Killer was there. If that extra touch doesn't happen, I think he might have a real shot at the net, but wait a minute. 0 seconds.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
Eliminates GenG from the tournament. Moist to the semifinal. Oh,
I can't believe it. What? If you were to tell me any day that this roster was gonna do that to GenG,
all I have to do is break up this one play.
never in a million years would I have believed you.
See our third and
I would have thought it was like
0-second goal of
AI
the
generated it or some shit.
close it out
Holy
in
shit.
epic fashion.
I'm speechless.
I'm speechless too.
I cannot believe
Fucking
what
hell,
we just
brother.
witnessed. That was an anomaly. That series
Charlie!
was an anomaly.
Charlie!
3 0-second goals, and to have Moist upset GenG, setting the stage for some fireworks in North
About
America.
fucking
He told
time,
me
man.
that 3 0-second goals were scored in this series.
Right.
I picked GenG for all 3 of them.
I didn't even see
They're popping off. That's crazy.
Charlie out there celebrating. See Danny and
Oh,
Matt as well.
that's great to see.
The Moist family is out there celebrating at the Moist facility as well. So this boot camp doing wonders
Holy
for
shit.
this team. Such an entertaining
GG's
series.
to
and
Moist.
I-
Well deserved
at
after
times,
all
Jordan,
that.
and maybe even right
Well
now,
deserved.
speechless. I can't process